And good evening and welcome to this live presentation of Roseville High School Varsity Boys Basketball Playoffs Round 1. And to start out the night here, we want to show you a quick playoffs flashback right here to the last time that this Varsity Boys Basketball team was in the playoffs. 2013 Roseville versus El Camino. It was a play-in game, Sam. You see the team right there getting fired up. The crowd huge in that game out here tonight. Similar size, but this one, I mean, really, look at that right there. Roseville sharpshooter Daniel Rios, early in that game, he pulls up, hits the three. But this is a game that Roseville, in the end, just couldn't pull out due to El Camino's big-time play. We're going to keep that video playing for you during the national anthem. But here you go, Rios at the end of this game hits the three right there. But at the end, El Camino closed it out with free throws. That was the last time we saw Roseville in the playoffs. They have another chance tonight. It's been a long time coming. The final was 91-83 in that game. El Camino came in here and got the W.
Congratulations to everyone participating today. We are all winners. The Southwestern section of the CIF, thank you for your attendance at this high school basketball playoff game today. It is hoped that you have enjoyed the competition as much as we have enjoyed having you here. As you leave today, remember to drive safely as the life is may be around. Remember, these are high school athletes who are performing here tonight. They are friendly rivals as members of opposite teams. They are not enemies. This basically is the theme of interscholastic athletics, the idea of friendly competition. The visiting team tonight and in every interscholastic game is a guest of the home team. They are expected to be so regarded and so treated. The officials are constituted by agreement between the competing teams, are assigned to administer the rules of the game. Their experience and their integrity qualify them for their part in this interscholastic contest. This attitude of sportsmanship must be reflected on all spectators too, no matter what their personal feelings or loyalty may be to one of the other teams in today's contest. Interscholastic athletics are for sports persons both on the field and in the stands. And speaking of standing, we will now stand, and gentlemen, please remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, Sam, we have the starting lineups of Yuba City right now. Yuba City's the number 10 ranked team in the CIF Sac Joaquin Section Boys Championship Playoff Brackets Division II. And they come into this game right here with an overall record of 17-10, 9-3 in the Tri-County Conference. Your Roseville Tigers will be announced next, 16-11 overall, 9-5 in the CVC. And we will let you listen into their starting lineup announcement here tonight.
Where's your mom in the booth? She's on the court.
Number 2, LJ Smith. Number 3, Landon Floyd. and assistant coach Courtney McAllister. And now, we'd like to introduce the Roseville Number 10, Joe Sorensen. Number 11, James Georgie. Number 13, Blake Beeman. Number 15, Jacob Hedger. Number 20, Grant Bear. Number 21, Cooper Bailey. Number 22, Cameron Anderson. Number 25, Jalen Solich. Number 33, Isaiah Devlin. Number 40, Hunter Hammond. Number 42, Bernie Graves. Number 44, Tommy Spencer. And now, 6'1" guard, senior number 2, Sean. Senior number 12, Jason.
On a cool, I guess, end of February night, here in the Moeller Gym. Outside it's cool, but here in the Moeller Gym, there's only one feeling. It's time for basketball.
Dude, I got chills, Josh. I got chills.
This crowd, the biggest you have ever seen here at a game since the merger into the CVC. And tonight is the night. Yuba City, Roseville, the first home playoff game for Roseville since 2013. That was a play-in game. Also, I'm Josh Carson alongside Sam Toomey for EOTSN. No other place we'd rather be right now than here with you tonight for this biggest game of the year for all of these seniors, all of these players, and for us as broadcasters. And they start off with Edwards' first shot of the game. The floater is short. Rebounded by Yuba City. They break out, and Russell challenges the layup right there. And that one is off by number 11, Kevin Deal. Edwards launches again. That one is long. Now, Sam, tell me about the, I guess, early game jitters these players must be feeling.
Well, you saw right there by the Yuba City player number 11. Who is that? Kevin Deal right there. You can see it. The crowd's getting into it, and every player on the court, this could be their last game of the season, and there's just a lot of pressure in that.
I recently took you on our show about a home crowd and how it might not inspire player performance, but the home crowd can only help here tonight, and that's all I'm going to say.
Well, so you admit I'm right?
No, I'm not admitting anything. I'm just saying this atmosphere is the most electric I've ever felt in this gym before.
And it's interesting how Roseville's going to combat this Yuba City zone. They haven't seen a zone like it all year.
Now, I will get you right there. That crowd, did he make the three for Granucci? No. Anyway, let's not get into that. They can only help here tonight, right? Three-pointer in the corner, no good for Yuba City. Rebound to Nate Richardson off of the volleyball taps. And here's Mancha now to Russell. To Edwards, swings it over. Mancha on the wing, drives, and that one is knocked away by Deal. The girls winning last night 73-69 33, a 40-point blowout. They will take on number 4 Elk Grove tomorrow night.
And not only that, the boys soccer team won at home 3-1.
Boys soccer will play here tomorrow night. And against Gregory, they'll play. And the girls will play tomorrow at Elk Grove. Granucci lines up a 3, bottoms. There's a 3 by Yuba, and they hit it. Elliot McAllister knocks it down. Granucci again from downtown. 2 of them in a row.
And I like the matchup that I see over in the corner right there on the top of your screen. Russell and number 1, McAllister. That's a good matchup. McAllister, we've played against him before, played against him our JV year. He's a sharpshooter, no doubt, as you saw making that last 3. And Russell, one of the better perimeter defenders on that Roseville team, should give him fits tonight.
Yuba drives in, can't get that one to fall. And here comes Mancha. Looks inside, cutting Russell on the reverse. Richardson is right there to clean up the mess. An early 10-3 advantage, 5:30 to go in the first. Roseville could not have asked for a better start. And now you got L.J. Smith, the senior, 3-pointer now. And Yuba City likes to take those 3s. I remember playing them back in the day. Now it's just a matter of if they knock him down. Granucci drives and he gets fouled. On the take to the rim, and Granucci has a chance to add on his 7th and 8th points of the night.
Number 2, L.J. Smith.
Well, Sam, we talked about a lot this season. Usually victory and great offensive possessions come out of Edwards and Granucci early in the game. But Nate Richardson also, big-time contributor and making himself known on the glass.
A big thing here tonight, you can back me up here with the stats, but just watching Yuba City in warm-ups, this is one of the few teams that Roseville might have a height advantage over with
that's true.
Edwards and Richardson on the glass, and that's what we've seen early in this game.
Granucci has a 12-3 advantage. Smith drives against Edwards, goes to the left, can't get it to go. Yuba's looking for the foul, but they're not going to get it. Here comes the Tigers. Edwards spots up, can't drain it. And that one knocked out of bounds by the Honkers. L.J. Smith.
And when a team's playing that zone, it's really hard for them to get into good rebounding defense right there, and that's something that Roseville's got to look out for, crashing the offensive glass when a team's playing a zone defense.
Well, Roseville tonight, worthy to note, they brought up a lot of their JV players in order to give some defensive pressure in practice, their main reason, but also for experience. A lot of players lined that Roseville bench here tonight from Ritter's JV team that only lost 1 game in league all league season. Richardson knocks down the free throw. Also, JV coach Bobby Ritter, freshman coach Doug Irwin are on the bench with Jaime Ayala, Gary Schonkweiler, and head coach Greg Granucci. Well, Sam, really this is the moment that Roseville has been waiting for. The 4 years working toward, they wanted to be in the playoffs, and it happens the class of 2017 senior year. Double-digit lead as Smith pushes to the wing for 3, and that's off. Edwards gets it knocked out of his hands. Hustle play there goes to Yuba City.
And McAllister, again, we've seen it early. He wants to put it up.
Yuba's going to keep launching those 3s. Edwards fades, can't hit. In order to get that 9-3 league record, Yuba probably had to launch a ton of 3s, just noticing the height like you said earlier. Now, teams live by the 3 and die by the 3, and so far it's a double-digit advantage, but it's 4:15 to
and it looks like Yuba's trying to do on offense, get number 3, Darius Trailer, and number 3, on there. LJ Smith. They're playing bigs for Yuba City, but it looks like they're bringing the ball up almost every possession. They're trying to get that mismatch and use Traylor and Smith's quickness on the offensive side.
Well, I have to tell you, Sam, that clip that we played at the beginning of the broadcast, a flashback to 2013, the crowd section was about to halfway of those bleachers. I think we see about the same thing here tonight. Beautiful side out here. Edwards, no. Foul. I believe Smith of the Honkers picks it up on the arm. And you got to talk about, too, from a ref's perspective. We rarely ever look at that. But for me, having talked to some refs, I ask, you do these weekend games with, minimal fans, whatever you want to say. Just the average numbers, just a weekend game. And then you're doing a playoff game, or then you're doing a rivalry high school game. And they say to me, it's the same. You got to treat it exactly the same. It's not, the fans, they're there, but at the same time, the calls don't change.
But at the same time, refs are human, and I think it's really different when you get a bigger reaction on literally every call you make.
True.
I think it's got to play a big role in games.
15-4, and Yuba City has not been able to get anything going so far. One-3-1 zone out of the Honkers right now. Russell dribbles in. Granucci to Edwards in the corner. Hasn't hit a bucket yet. Out to Granucci from deep. That one's just off, and the rebound. A foul by Nate Richardson going over the back. Or Zach Mancha was also involved.
I think it was Mancha right there.
There you go, Sam. Hearkening to your point about reacting to every call. Landon Floyd up top. Yuba runs a senior-heavy lineup, rebounded by Edwards. And he'll look to get himself going. Backs it up. And what we saw the girls do a great job last night of was swinging against that zone. Oh, but Granucci, when you're hot, you got to let it go.
And that's a nice job right there by Granucci, moving without the ball, losing his defender in that zone, and Edwards keeping his eyes up and looking for Granucci right there. And Granucci's been playing really well to start this game.
Fake, spin, pass, lane, drive, unable to hit it. A blocking foul called, I believe, on Hustle Russell inside.
And I don't know if that's the right call right there, critiquing the refs right now, because it seemed like Traylor was out of control going to the basket right there, and you can't really call a foul on the defender if the offensive player is going out of control into the basket.
And let's see if these free throws can get this whole Honkers squad settled in here. Try to get some points up on the board. It's 18-5 now. And splits the pair at the line. Granucci grabs the board. Del Rosario into the game now. Edwards spots it up. Rebounded by Traylor. Breaks his own ankles. Gets up, passes to McAllister. On the wing, crosses over Hedger. Man-on-man defense has been tough out of Roseville tonight. Minimal penetration to the basket. And they're up on their guy. One arm's length away, no matter where in the half court a Honker player is.
You see Yuba City wants to get it into that mismatch right there.
Well, they had it down to 5 on the shot clock, and they tried to get it into Thomas Stevens, and a reach-in foul called on Del Rosario.
I remember when Stevens played against our team freshman year in Arco Arena. He was one of the taller players out there, and then apparently he's just stopped growing.
Well, that does happen with some players, honestly.
Well, it happened.
Spots it up, fills it up. Edwards gets on the board from downtown. 21-5. Tiger advantage. And the other game that we're going to be monitoring throughout the night, Roseville would have to take on number 2 Burbank, or the winner of the play-in game 8, Rodriguez or Central Valley. And I'm pretty sure that no matter which one of those won, Burbank would probably win that, but hey, upsets happen. We'll let you know throughout the night.
Burbank looks pretty good. That'd be a real test.
Well, EOTSN here, we signed off prematurely after the last game.
Oh, really?
I don't want to say that I apologize for that, because I legitimately thought that Roseville would not, the boys basketball team that is, would not have another home game all year, but I am happy to say that, look.
We're pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, there's my sign-off, but not psych.
We're back.
We are. Sam Toomey alongside yours truly out here tonight. And I think for sure this will be our last game, unless a miracle happens. Baseline drive, pass to the top. Stevens inside. Tip board to Esparza. Sophomore getting playoff minutes, as he has gotten minutes all year long. Rosario tried to throw it into a crowded area there, picked off by Yuba City. Yuba looks like a team like they want to get out and run.
And they also, at the same time, we've been saying that they want
traveling. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry about that.
It seems like they've tried to make a concerted effort. They've only made 1 3 to start this game, probably have attempted 6. But now it's looking like coach is selling them down, saying, hey, we got to get it inside, do what we do against this shorter lineup for Roseville with Esparza in at the big man spot.
Even a shorter lineup, but they're still dealing with a height disadvantage. Shows you just the difference in size. Granucci got him up with the ball fake, and a ball fake reminds me of a coach who's watching tonight. I was informed earlier, Brandon DeLeo. Shout out to you, Granucci. Just practicing what you preach right there. Your words of advice were heard. Ball fake all day long, got the foul. And there you go. Hedger drives. Kicks out to Del Rosario. Drives right. Goes with the left. Probably should have stayed with the right on the right side, but switched to his dominant hand. Yuba City pushes on the break, but Roseville stops them. They're going to have to pull it out and run their offense. Mid-range pull-up right there. That one is off by Darius Traylor.
Is there a lid on that side of the basket, Josh?
You know, I was about to say, there's not for Granucci. Darn it. Sean set me up, but let me down there. But hasn't been letting down much this game. I believe, 3 threes already? 21-5, Roseville down to 7. Three-pointer. Wow, Yuba has not gotten anything to drop. Granucci, looks like he was fouled, but that was after the whistle. After the end of the quarter. So we have a dominating first by Roseville. I don't think any of us expected it to be this dominant. 21-5, and Roseville right now looking like a well-oiled machine. Let's see if Yuba can make the necessary adjustments early in this game.
You know, there's a couple factors that probably gone into this game. Roseville coming out with a lot of energy. You got Yuba City making the long drive from Yuba City, which is about an hour drive, give or take, Josh. What do you think?
Yes.
It's about an hour drive. That's a pretty drastic drive to make for a playoff game. Then get up, gets energy when you're on the road, and Roseville's already got the momentous energy, and, you know, crowd energy giving Roseville that boost.
Well, if you missed it earlier in the broadcast, we played it at right about the start. We'll show you again right now. This was the last time that Roseville was in the playoffs. 2013 against El Camino. They had Daniel Rios, Roman Takayev, some great players. Matt Talks was a junior on that team. Still hadn't reached his full prime in terms of high school career. But Roseville was unable to pull that one out. In the end, they lost 91-83.
In a tight game.
But anyway, the atmosphere, I watched that broadcast. Very similar here tonight. Wide open shot. And that could spur Yuba City on. Three-pointer, and he's clapping his hands twice. L.J. Smith. He goes bottoms from downtown. Now Del Rosario will work up top against McAllister, and we have Esparza running through on the wing. The run and tighten for Tommy. The simple tighten post-up play, carving that inside position. McAllister drives, flips it up, and rushed it. Beast down low, 3-point outside, unable to connect. Rebound down low again, another 3-pointer, unable. And Edwards grabs the board yet again. Blocking foul on LJ Smith. Got to be frustrating. You just see the expression on Smith's face right there.
What is that, 2 or 3 fouls for Smith right there? He comes out immediately, so he must be
not only that, he's the only one on his team who just hit a 3, and he's sitting out while he just saw 2 of his teammates go back iron on a couple of those long balls. So it's got to be frustrating for him. Probably could have gotten on a run. That's what he was thinking. Russell, Edwards, Hedger, Cam Anderson is out there. Wow, that is a sight for sore eyes, and Esparza. I'm not even sure how Cam is playing. Edwards, well, I've never seen him get a jump shot blocked. Actually, maybe one time, but that's a rare sight. Oh, wide open Yuba player down there for 3. Unable to hit it. Hustle play goes to the Honkers. McAllister lays it in. Esparza unable to corral the board. Russell, 110 miles an hour. Yes. This is best player on best player right here, I gotta imagine. Besides number 2 Smith for Yuba City. Trailer number 23 and Edwards 31. And Edwards wins that battle. To Russell. And he got hit hard, but he will go to the line.
Nice steal right there by Edwards, using his vision again. We saw it earlier to his pass to Granucci, getting a nice bounce pass to Russell, as Russell looking to get 4 here tonight.
Well, as Jason shoots these free throws, we'll let you know what happens. First one, it's up and good. Take a look at that on the replay. Just a dish to Russell off of the steal. Like we said, Edwards, he won that matchup. Jeff over there coordinating something in the fan section with Hedger.
I think it was more directed at the Yuba City player, but...
Well, I probably agree with you then. I thought it was Hedger. Trying to pump Hedger up.
Oh, to make him play better.
To encourage his play. He's not going to put the ball in the basket for him, Sam. Rebound by Anderson.
Well, no one's putting the ball in the basket for Yuba City at this point. Edwards thought about the 3. I mean, Anderson thought about the 3. Don't really say that often.
Did I miss like some intel briefing? I don't even know how Anderson is in the game. He's been injured literally all year. They got him cleared, I guess.
You know, good for him, though.
Well, a lot of pushing off, but Landon Floyd says, hey, I'll take the bucket anyway. 26-12. Russell backs up. And he's got the floor to work with right here. They're going Titan for Tommy, though. He's got a mismatch. Fades away. Tough shot right there. Lots of contact, but still, you want better position. And luckily for Roseville, miscommunication on part of the Honkers. They turn it over. Tiger ball. Quick give and go.
Right back to Anderson.
So Russell threw up the wild floater right there and then fouled McAllister. But I like Russell looking for his shot. He's attempted a couple shots out here tonight. I mean, this is not prototype Jason Russell. I mean, defensively, yeah, oh man, he's in the full robot model right now. But offensively, I like the journeying out.
But he's got to be careful. If he's the guy that Roseville wants to guard McAllister, who we know can go off for some threes, he's got to be careful on the watching his fouls as he comes out, I'm sure, for foul trouble.
Granucci back in. He's already got Trace threes from outside. Del Rosario out there. Mancha's back in, and Nate Rich. 26-12. Timeout. Roseville had confusion on the offensive end right there. Not sure what to do. 26-12. 4:11 to go. 4:12 make that to go in the second quarter of this first round playoff matchup between the Yuba City Honkers and Roseville Tigers on EOTSN. We'll take this time to thank our great crew out here tonight. Sam Toomey got off early from volleyball practice to make it over here.
No, it got canceled.
Oh, well, there you go. James Jones, Connor McKibben, Brad Morin, and Kel Gibson will be part of your team next year.
The future.
As of right now, Roseville playing for their future, playing for their lives, both of these teams. It's
nice
a one
segue.
and done. And that's what just makes these games so much better. I mean, you get a series, it's great. But you get those games where it's one and done, all on the line, anything can happen. Three-pointer, a lot of back rims out there for Yuba City in this first half. 26-12, Del Rosario Mans kicks it up to Granucci, who will be looking for a shot. Kind of got caught midair right there. Felt like he could put up a floater. You know, we've been talking about go all the way, you know, a lot this year when these players have been putting up floaters, but that was a kind of a prime opportunity to put that one up. I think
it looked like he was trying to lay that off to Richardson down low for the easy bucket, and Yuba City just saw it and caught it. I like the clarification right there for the ref.
Player control foul on Edwards, and it'll go to Yuba City. Sorrentioni will come into the game for Edwards, who just committed the personal.
Offensive foul.
And here we go with McAllister now. I like this one-on-one, mano-a-mano defense out of Roseville. Up top now. Sorrentioni left his man open for the mid-range jumper. Unable to hit it. Yuba just has not had their shot tonight. The whole team. This is contagious.
Yeah, they must have not had a good shoot around. And Granucci trying to outscore the whole Yuba City team right here.
That's a good point. Both teams in the penalty, so have free throws both ways. Granucci connects on the first. Let's give a quick shout out to the girls soccer team. One of the 4 teams representing Roseville High School in winter playoffs in the CIF Sac Joaquin Division II bracket. They are playing River City right now at River City.
You got a score?
We hope to update you at the half.
I thought that's where you were going with it.
Pull back, Jay, no way. Rebound, Del Rosario. Boy, it's a struggle out there for Yuba City right now. Del Rosario flips it up in it with the left hand.
That's a nice job right there by Del Rosario. He could have quite easily traveled right there after getting hit with the contact, as Yuba City again turning the ball over.
2-on-1. And Joe flops. It was.
Wow.
Calling it as I see it. Got that ball clearly knocked out, but hey, you got to sell it. Got to sell it.
Give me a replay right there, Connor.
I like the effort. Can we get a replay on that?
he was in the air. The ball got, and you're trying to go up. The ball got slapped underneath.
He fell on his back. That was a little bit excessive, but I like trying to sell it. We're going to get that to you eventually. Okay, I guess we're going to get it to you now. We'll let you know what's going on live on the court. Yes, Renzioni. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, you see it. Nate Ridge, catch and turn, no good. They got Smith back into the game, playing with foul trouble. Dishes. Gets it back, puts it in. You know, I really think we're going to see maybe a LeBron-type effort out of LJ Smith right now in terms of taking over. He's got to. Nobody else is doing anything really for you, but just how it is. When you got a team, actually, you're the color commentary. You go ahead. Go off on my comment there. LJ Smith. You expect to take over out of this guy?
Oh, well, we've seen it. He's probably been the most effective offensive player when he's on the court, but he hasn't been able to do that because of foul trouble. And you know what? They got Sean Granucci on him, number 2 on number 2. Maybe our second best matchup of the night.
Second, number 2s.
And Smith again, back-to-back threes. He's feeling it right now, Josh.
Unleashing his inner Westbrook. Granucci. And that's just bad by Smith right there.
And he needs to be out on the court. He cannot get another foul as he comes. He's going to be coming out right
you
now.
Know, I know we broadcast for Roseville, right? This is where we go. But at the same time, I want to see a competitive matchup out here tonight. It's just a shame that we have to have Smith in foul trouble, and definitely not on the ref's part. I mean, he is clearly fouling these players. Just a terrible. I mean, you just got to close out and contest. Granucci more than likely was going to miss that shot. That shot was going off. He's trying to respond to Smith.
Yeah, I think Smith has over half of Yuba City's points.
Do you have 3 fouls now? Or is it 4?
I think so. I think it's 3. And you know, what are you going to do as a coach, Josh? If you were in this situation, Smith, you're clear-cut offensive player. You got, I mean, he's not going to come back in this half, but bringing him out to the next, do you want to maybe not start him and maybe start someone else and hope that when you bring him in for the end of the third, maybe he can get a good run at the end of the third and then start of the fourth,
well,
get your team back?
Hope to keep this under 20 and then bring him out right at the start and preach to him at halftime that you don't touch anybody.
Don't touch.
You don't press
you don't
X.
Lay a figure up. Don't even breathe on someone.
You don't press X. All right.
You know, Smith should just stand at the half-court line.
Cherry pick offense. Vivek Ranadive offense. Oh no! Don't get me started.
Hey man, Buddy Hield's the next Steph Curry.
Oh please, DeLeo, you must be just fuming right now. Three-pointer, Sean, bomb.
Nice pass, right? That might be on a nice top 10 EOTSN produces.
Wow,
right there.
You just gave me my Tuesday show idea. Real MVP right here.
Oh, let's see a replay. Mantra going baseline. Somehow finds Granucci for the open 3.
That is Splash Town. Where did he have that reservation, Sam?
Downtown?
Yeah, you're right.
I don't think one of Granucci's threes has hit the rim in this game. He's on it tonight. Maybe due to the energy of the crowd.
Maybe due to he's been shooting well all season and had about 6 threes in a game.
Yeah, but has he been
against
shooting
Lincoln
this well?
Where it was about a third of this crowd section. Maybe because he's a good shooter. Layup, no. Sean really gets pushed around there inside, but hey, you got to give it to him. Just runs back.
Well, what is he, buck 50 tops?
He's got that going on.
Yeah, when you go up in the air and then just gets thrown like a rag doll. But he's fearless. Always known that about Granucci.
Yeah, he's been able to get that driving in under control since our JV year. He used to drive in, and I got to give it to you, like sometimes he would just throw up wild shots, be like, what are you doing? But at the varsity level, honestly, he's been able to get that under control a little bit more. and his game's improved because of it. That outside shot, he's really improved his outside shot too. He's never able to shoot like that before. Down to 40 seconds. It's a 36-20 advantage. Sorrenzione gets out of the corner before he gets trapped. Looking. 20 seconds on the shot clock. About 11-second difference. Shot in game. So Roseville, they can hold it. Good thing by Del Rosario. Just tell him to calm down. Sorrenzione drives. Richardson. Oh, that's the shot they wanted. That is the shot they wanted. See if Yuba City can capitalize on that mistake by Roseville. They drive. Flip it up. No good. Rebound. And he puts it in even though he's hammered by his own man.
Yeah, got fouled by his own guy.
36-22 as we go into the half on EOTSN. This varsity boys basketball playoff game. Tigers take a 14-point lead into the half. And at the end of the half, we'll be back with score updates and much more on EOTSN. like to welcome you back to the second half of this Roseville High School Varsity boys basketball first round playoff game between the Yuba City Honkers and your Roseville Tigers. 36-22 as we kick off the second half. And if you just heard it, or if you didn't hear it, we'll tell you again. 3-1 lead by the Roseville High School Varsity girls soccer team on the road right now. They're the 10th seed. They're playing number 7 River City. So great job to them. About probably 12 minutes remain in that game now. So Sam, we saw a great first half by Roseville, but looking at the score, no doubt this game is still in question.
Oh, for sure.
Josh Carson alongside Sam Toomey for EOTSN, Kel Gibson, Connor McKibben, James Jones, Brad Morin.
And if you thought Yuba City was just going to lay down and take this as an L, I think you're going to be wrong here, ladies and gentlemen. As I try to watch,
Smith has something to say about it.
They're in the playoffs for a reason, and everyone needs to maybe settle down, temper it, as Roseville start off really slow here to open up this game.
Well, just like that, it's a single-digit game, and if Roseville thinks they can play one great half and come out and win this game, that's not the case. So far, yet to score in the second half. And we hear the opposing crowd defensive chants traveled all the way from Yuba City. Made the trip here to watch this playoff game. It's number 7, Roseville, and number 10, Yuba City. Jason Russell had open 3, deferred to Edwards in the corner, who can't knock it down. Edwards, subpar shooting night so far, and nobody's back for Roseville. Yuba City scores again, and a timeout taken by Greg Granucci, 36-29, and this is the closest we've seen this game in a long time.
This is the closest we've seen since the game started. I think 8-3 Roseville's favor.
Yeah, we'll just give you time to listen to all that noise coming in right there. I mean, both sides, opposing crowds going back and forth at each other. Great atmosphere. And now back to the court.
What is it, a 7-0 run for Yuba City this early?
I believe so.
And what does Roseville have to do, Josh, to get out of this?
Well, not do that. Yuba City looks like a totally different team. Oh, Euro step, but Edwards comes over and packs him. But Yuba City controls still. There's an open man in the corner. They'll take the top 3 and knock it down with Elliott McAllister. And this is a surge by Yuba City. 4-point game. Way to respond after that block. Edwards still can't hit it. And they're going to need more of a contribution out of Edwards. 3. Everybody standing up on the Yuba City side. Rebound by LJ Scott, stepped out of bounds. Smith, wow, thank you. Don't know where Scott came from. Is there a Scott on this team? Please tell me.
I doubt it.
Please tell me. I don't know where Scott Van Pelt. All right, there you go.
SVP? I think this is a different defensive intensity we've seen out of Yuba City coming out in this half that we didn't see in the first. As they've turned Roseville over on, I think, every possession other than the Edwards miss.
A couple of Edwards misses. Other than that, it's been all turnovers. 3-pointer, bang! Landon Floyd makes it a 1-point game. Nate Rich lays it in.
That's a big time bucket right there for Nate Richardson. That looks like a backcourt violation right there by Traylor.
Smith, one of the foul calls. He drove in. Granucci getting trapped up top.
Hey!
I don't think there's anything there. I think both players are just fighting for the ball. Granucci got tangled up with Kevin Deal.
Ooh. Commenting on
Kevin Deal.
Deal's haircut right there by the center cage. That might be a
What are they
high
calling it
blow. What was it? Great clips.
Oh,
That's like the Arby's chant at the Wood Creek game.
Launch up top. Looks for Russell, drives quickly, floats it up himself. I think he was looking to pass out of that, floated it up and missed. LJ Smith comes back, sees that nobody picks him up, takes it all the way left hand, lays it in. LJ Smith's going to look to attack at every opportunity that he's got. Granucci tries to come right back at him. Number 2 tries to respond to number 2. Edwards ball fakes 3. That's way off. Edwards with a cold shooting night. Wow. Nate Richardson again on the glass. This guy seems to just vacuum up any loose ball, Sam.
But it's all Yuba City right here, Josh, to start this third quarter, as they've come storming back, almost flying back like a honker.
From Canada? Geese? That's what they are, man.
Really?
Honkers, geese?
They're geese from Canada?
Well,
As
going off track here, but I think you'd rather be honkers than geese, right? I think it's the same thing. Please don't comment it. All right, actually do it. That'd be interesting to see that tomorrow.
I'd definitely rather be a honker than a geese. Ooh, Banks open for Richardson.
I mean, it is Wednesday, so it is.
Banks always open?
Well, no, on Wednesday. I mean, if it was a Sunday, no. But they're not playing on Sunday. Edwards rebounds. Russell, thought he was going to pop it. I'm just kidding. Here's
way there.
Granucci to Russell. Yeah, Russell has it. Hedger.
And that was Hedger for Mancha on the sub.
Edwards with a much-needed bucket right there to maybe get himself going.
Maybe get this Roseville offense going.
Only with a couple of buckets. 41-37. Here's a drive. 3 for Yuba. Can't hit that one, but a lot of them have gone down in the second half. Juxtaposed to the first half. I mean, you look at it, when these shots start to go down, they're dangerous.
And this is a big time for Roseville to put on the pressure on Yuba City. They have Smith and Trailer out. Yuba City has. And those are their, oh no, Trailer's still in. They have Smith out, who has been their big time offensive contributor. So this is huge for Roseville.
See if Darius Trailer can pick up some of that slack. Hedger shoots it. Hedger drops in a jumper. Wow. We're seeing things out here tonight. Inside. That was too easy. Quick score. I think everyone was pretty shocked that Jake Hedger pulled up, knocked it down, and the other end of the court was left so open. 43-39 on EOTSN. Josh Carson alongside Sam Toomey for this playoff game. Sam, I mean, it's a tale of two halves so far, not even through this second half, but this is where legends are born right here, or at least players that get Roseville a playoff win are born, and just completely polar opposites in terms of the halves.
Oh, in terms of, well, Yuba City, we've seen a lot more defensive intensity out of them, and then from that defense, they're forcing turnovers and getting out on fast break and getting a lot of easy buckets. We saw Deal with a few nice fast break layups, and they're hitting their threes. We're starting to see them hit their threes, and a combination of that is the Roseville offense has gone cold temporarily. Update
on the girls soccer game at River City, 4-2. Your Roseville High School Tigers lead that one, and probably will go on to the next round. So Roseville, the girls team getting the road W. The home team here tonight trying to prevent the road W and protect this house as Granucci flips it in from the baseline and makes the score 45-39. Up top, McAllister. Works on Russell. To the middle. To the corner for 3. Bottoms. 3 outside by Kevin Deal. Says, hey, take that. Great clips. I really thought that was going to nail that one. Darn it.
So close.
Edwards. Can't connect on the three yet again.
And that's a good look right there for Edwards.
Another three. Can't go down. Granucci. I believe they're going to call a foul on Deal.
Deal. .35.
Stevens picks that one up, tripped up Granucci. Del Rosario comes into the game now for Russell.
The Yuba City fans expressing their displeasure.
And here we go with Del Rosario now. 1:30 to go in the third quarter. 3-point game. Couldn't ask for anything better here on EOTSN for this playoff game. Hedger. Ball got tipped going to Del Rosario. Feeds it to Granucci on the string for three. No. Rebounded by Yuba City. No fast break opportunity. They look to push anyway. They dribble into the crowd and get it back out to Deal. Hands it off to McAllister, who will man up top really close to the timeline against Del Rosario. Playing him one arm's length. Hedger now guards Deal. Moves to the top of the key, swings to the wing. McAllister comes up. They're looking into the post. For three. Got it. And that's a direct look right at Granucci by Landon Floyd. Hits that three, stares him right down. It's a tie score. Yuba City has stormed all the way back from a double-digit deficit. Cirencione throws up a wild flip shot, unable to put it in. Yuba City comes down now on the wing. Crossover on Granucci, inside, lays it in. Athletic move right there. And Landon Floyd might have just fired up Granucci. We'll see if he can awake from that. Gone into somewhat of a third quarter slumber, Granucci, that is.
Leading for the first time this game, isn't that?
All the momentum on the side of the visitors, and they have quieted this, what do you want to call that, 100-plus home crowd. Hedger. Wow, Jake Hedger taking shots in the clutch here. Del Rosario. Big shot by Del Rosario to kind of even it out here. Well, the score, that is. The momentum still on Yuba City's side, but a shot at the end of the quarter. I'm telling you, let's take a look on the replay, Sam.
And it looked like a bad possession right there for Roseville. They're getting lucky on some bounces, and Del Rosario doesn't even waste time coming down with it. Gets it up.
Great play by him right there. Probably the trick shot of the year. I mean, we really haven't seen anything like that. It was a double clutch.
Is that another top 10 play right there, Josh Carson?
And you know what is also top play worthy? Girls soccer. 5-2 now. 5-2. River City.
Wow.
Down there in River City.
Someone's going to bring some hoses down to River City and cool off that soccer game.
Well, it could just start raining again. Hopefully not. 47 all, Sam. Going into the fourth. I mean, this is it. What do you expect to see out here? Because momentum is shifted both ways. I think Yuba City, I know for a fact, Yuba City owned that third quarter. What happens in the fourth? You think back and forth?
I think Roseville has to answer with a nice early bucket and get their offense rolling. We didn't really see their offense clicking. We sort of saw it to the end of it, but then they still went on some sputters, and that Yuba City offense just was playing on all cylinders, and we saw why they were the 10th seed in this playoffs.
Well, Tri-City, or Tri-County Conference, ain't nothing to mess with. And Yuba City had a good standing in that, 9-3. Del Rosario for three now. Can't hit it. Esparza. And Roseville keeping the possession alive. This is the bucket that you said they need. And Del Rosario cannot put it down. Sam, I doubt this is running through the minds of these players, but they're playing right now like it is their last game. For some of these seniors, it very well could be.
It could be their last quarter.
Playing, that's what I'm saying, ever since Hot Shots 4th grade. I played with some of them. I know what it means.
Girls game's over 5-2.
And we have a final on that girls soccer game, 5-2. the Tigers take down River City Falcons. Joe Cirencioni on the break, wide open layup. Maybe could have thrown it down. Oh, dude, do not want to try. Do not want to try, unless you're fully confident. A three-point answer by the cold-blooded Landon Floyd. A couple more shots like that. Might have some ice in those veins.
And we didn't see Floyd do anything here.
He was cold. 2 threes in that last quarter.
No, we didn't see him do anything in the first half.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, let me finish.
Floyd gets that ball knocked away. And head coach Mamo Rafiq says, let me finish this play and call a timeout. 50-49. Yuba City has got the lead here in the fourth. And you just see the crowd right there. Sam, comment on this crowd out here tonight. Kind of vague question, but you know.
Oh, well, they've been spectacular with a lot of energy. Coming out in bunches, getting a variety of chants in, getting the Frosted Flakes, Remember the Titans call in.
I believe that's Joaquin over there.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Getting the tomato face to the full.
What isn't anticlimactic is this game right here. 1 point game. It's a little over 6:30 left in the fourth quarter.
6 seconds to be exact. Well, now 4, 3, 2, 1. We're at 6:30, Sam. 50-49. Again, man, he's breaking his own ankles out here tonight. It's Darius Trailer. Now we have a scrum down there. And is that another timeout?
Yeah, he got the timeout off right there.
So we have another timeout used by Yuba City. That puts him down to 2 on the game. 1 timeout left.
11 seconds left on that shot clock.
So they've had to use 2 timeouts this possession alone. And at the end of this game, in a close game like this where you need to draw up plays, Roseville's got an advantage in that department because that's bigger than you think.
That could be huge. Especially if you want to extend that game, it's going to be really hard without those 2 timeouts back.
So I don't know the exact stat of the last time that Roseville won a playoff game. It might even been DeLeo's
2005? Was that?
Is that DeLeo's team? Might even been. He's probably going to type right now. It was my team. You know what contributed to them winning that? A lot of ball fakes. Got to have those ball fakes. And here we go now with Floyd in the backcourt against Del Rosario. 3-on-3 here. We've seen a lot of number-on-number matchups. So far, here's a good question in between this break. Who's got whose number? Sean? Does he have LJ Smith's number, or does LJ Smith have Sean's number out here tonight? Or have they played even?
Well, I would say they've played even, but Smith hasn't made as big of an impact as he probably could have without that foul trouble that he had to sit out in that first half. I think the big problem for Roseville is Floyd decided to wake up and go off in this half.
Smith can't hit the 3 from downtown. Yeah, Floyd looking for those 3-pointers to drop, and that's the guy who's been giving it to him. Cirencioni thought about the 3, faked, kicks it out to Edwards, who immediately puts it on the floor. Gives it back to Cirencioni. He has a wide open Edwards up top. Doesn't see him. Del Rosario does, though. Ball fakes. Drives inside. Left-handed floater is good. Smart play right there out of the 3-year varsity basketball player, Tom Edwards. And now up top with Floyd. Roseville wanted a 5 count right there, but Deal drives in, he misses. Rebound by Yuba City. They got big guys in there banging for the boards. 3-pointer drops in the face of Edwards. Deal says again, take that, Great Clips. And he then fouls Cirencione, who's on the drive, and he fouls him near half court. Not a good foul. If we had the foul situation in terms of individual player fouls, that'd be big, because I know for Yuba City, LJ Smith has got, like 3 or 4 fouls. Right now, Deal is probably getting up there, and those are some of their main players for Honkers.
Is it 5 or 6?
It's 5.
High school level. Thank you.
So now we have the starting lineup back into the game with Russell, Edwards, Granucci, Mancha, and Richardson. Wow, threading the needle, the definition by Jason Russell to Edwards, and he lays it up and in. This is full focus mode by both sides. Game locked at 53, with 4:40 to go in the final period. McAllister, he looks, and Smith is trying to post up Granucci with the
nice
size
defense.
advantage in there. But Granucci's been hounding him inside, and Edwards is the one to pick up the hand check foul up top. Still, the foul scenario, though, is 4-2 Yuba City, so neither side in any trouble here. Cirencione checks in for Edwards.
That's got to be a quick rest for Edwards.
Definitely. And here we go with McAllister up top, guarded by Russell. And they're going to get it to Trailer. McAllister, Trailer, Deal, and you got to watch out for this guy, LJ Smith, as he goes bottoms from downtown, from the corner. Let me get that 3 and make it 56-53. Now Mancha, he drives, flips up, no good. Smith dances up top. Maybe a little bit of a push-off, but Mancha may have sold it also there too. Roseville had an advantage for a lot of this game before a storm put on by the Honkers in the third quarter. It was bucket after bucket and turnover after turnover for Roseville. Smith steps back for 3. That would have been a big shot. So Stevens picks that one up there. And here we go. Clock counts down to 3:35 to go. Yuba City still has this 3-point lead in the first round of the playoffs. Roseville's first time back in the playoffs since 2013. Mancha drives inside and flips it in.
Patented windmill layup, soft
hand.
off.
No double clutch. Been doing it for a long time. Smith on the wing against Granucci. This is 2-on-2. And if he gives him that left side, might be trouble. But he passes it up to Trailer, who floats it up and in. Edwards will check back in as Cirencione lost it. Deal tries to save it. Saves it into Granucci, right near the sideline. And Granucci is fouled. And he is fouled by LJ Smith. And we don't know how many fouls that is. Wait to see if it's announced what personal foul it is. I don't believe they're going to announce it though. But he goes right over to the bench. I'm not sure he's getting high fives. Was that his 5th? I think he's acting like his body language kind of tells me right now that that's his 5th foul.
That he's not coming back in.
And that is a big loss for Yuba City. With still an eternity, we know that these last 2-minute situations, man, these last a long time. But that's left in the game.
Yuba City does have a lot of weapons with Deal, Floyd, and McAllister all hot right now. Also with Trailer. They have a lot of weapons. Their offense is rolling right now.
Yeah,
but that's a huge blow because we saw that they were pretty much running their offense through Smith before he got fouled out.
The main thing that they're going to miss here, though, with Smith is his ball handling. He is their primary ball handler, and you got to have the ball in the hands of your most confident player, and I think he's possessed that trait. He's showing it out here tonight, but the way he's sitting right now, camera's not on him, but he's on the bench, and he's sitting down like he's done for the night. And that's just unfortunate for them, but 58-55, 2:40 to go here in the game. Everyone really on the edge of their seats. Student section standing up all game. Mancha thought about the three, drives left, got it. Here comes Yuba. Trying to snatch a game on the road like El Camino did just 4 years ago. Edwards, he drives, flips it up, and in, and Roseville has the lead, 59-58.
That's the first time Roseville snatched the lead back in a little while, maybe a quarter and a half that they've taken.
It's officially clutch time. We're under 2 minutes. Floyd trying to work. Hits up top. McAllister now. All these guys can shoot. Russell doesn't step up on him. Goes under the screen. Oh, that could have been a mistake as he pulled up for three.
And if Russell does go under that screen, it's got to be Richardson's job to get outside right there and contest that shot really quick.
Got to hedge it and step up. Now Russell, man's with 90 seconds remaining. Oh, Russell had a three-point opportunity, did not take it. Oh, but Mancha missed the chippy. Corner now. Trailer, skips, three-pointer in the corner. Oh, that's money. Cold-blooded Landon Floyd does it again. 61-59, 60 seconds remain. Vernucci nearly turns it over. Mancha inside, finds Edwards, the best player on the court. But tonight he's been cold. Mancha grabs the rebound against Thomas Stevens, but by the look of it, a whistle. We're gonna have a replay for you right now.
They call a jump ball on this play.
Slow motion. We're gonna get that in slow motion too. We're gonna go and see what's going on. They called a jump ball, Sam. I think you know a little bit more about this than I do. What happened here?
Well, you see Edwards miss right here. Mancha gonna get this rebound in. I don't know if you can call a jump ball right there because it looks like Stevens is hanging on to Mancha's back, which would, in most cases, be a foul.
And now Roseville has got to foul, down by 2 points with 42 seconds remaining, but it's gonna take 4 more for them to be in the penalty.
Is there just one more? It's 7 for one-on-one, isn't it?
The visitors have 6. Vernucci fouls, Trailer, actually fouls Floyd. That'll put him at 4. So no time went off the clock there. Quick foul, that's what Roseville's gotta do. They gotta take minimal time off the clock, get these fouls quick. Or they could play straight up defense, but they're running the risk of less than 7 seconds left and maybe trailing by more than 2 points that they are now if Yuba City makes a basket, so they're going to go with the foul method. It's a coach's decision. You can either play them straight up or you can foul. And Roseville looking to just pester the inbounds and maybe get a ball knocked away, but it really just looks like they're just trying to foul.
And you know, that is a good strategy. If you put the pressure on these guys, I don't think these high school guys are used to this kind of pressure of making free throws with the playoff game on the line. Put Yuba City into the penalty and force them to make some free throws to win this game and hope that you get lucky.
40 seconds now. Going to see a substitution. Russell for Del Rosario. Probably put some guys into the game who have some less fouls called on them. pass. And that is the 7th foul. Bonus 1 and 1 for Yuba City. And this is looking eerily similar to that El Camino game in which El Camino closed it out with free throws at the end. So if Yuba City can just make their free throws, they can walk out of here with the win. So Floyd, this will prove right here. He's cold-blooded, but does he have that ice? Apparently not. 61-59.
Timeout, Roseville. That's a huge miss.
Sam, what's going through your mind right now?
Honestly, I was thinking, how did we get here? We saw, this is a huge mix of emotions. You see Roseville come out to that huge lead. I think they were up by like almost 20 at one point, and then Yuba City storms back in an instant, and now they're in a dominant position right here. They have all the momentum, and they're in the way better spot right here. I know you're saying, oh, well, yeah, of course, they're up in this game, but when you have to foul and make a team beat you, that's a very bad spot for a team to be in.
Well, we're going to get this game started again. 34 seconds remain. This is it right here. This could be the possession now. Be interesting to see if Roseville goes quick and wants to play defense, or if they'll go at the end. There's a 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock, and if they want to go for the tie at home,
I would go for the quick bucket. Go for the easy bucket. The bucket that is there. Get a score right here. Play some defense, so then you have another opportunity to score. Don't just leave it up to one shot.
They inbound to Russell. Yuba City backs off. Floyd backpedals, and now they get it over to Mancha on the left wing. Richardson up top. Looks inside. And the hard work down there by Edwards causes Darius Traylor to foul him and send Edwards to the line for 1 and 1. Both teams have 17 fouls. Again.
Timeout, Roseville. Biggest defensive possession for Roseville this season. You can't understate it.
I don't even know what to say right now. This is the time where we either see some crazy clutchness out of Yuba City with a shot. They would like LJ Smith in the game right now.
But he's unavailable.
Not available.
Who do you go to?
He's out. I think you're going to get the ball in the hands of McAllister and maybe go to Floyd. Now, Roseville's got to watch out. Looking for someone to come off of a screen, run that baseline, come off of some screens, spot up for 3. But if I'm Yuba, I don't give Roseville a chance to win this game. I take it to the end. And usually on the road, you go for the win, you don't go for the tie. Tie game situation, they'd be going for the win anyway. I take it to the very end because I don't think there's any specific momentum on either side, but I'm just going for the last shot. I'm not giving Roseville a chance.
We're pressing record and running down. Oh, dude, say, is there an SD card here?
Here we go.
Josh, I'm nervous just
seconds.
sitting up here. Holy cow.
15 seconds. Ball in the hands of Traylor. McAllister with 6, with 5, with 4. McAllister against Russell for the win. Banks it in!
Wow.
Russell was right there, and he went glass. Oh, now we got a potential fight breaking out on the floor. They got to separate Roseville fans.
You know, I think that's just uncalled for
What's Welker doing
by
down there?
Yuba City. I mean, they shouldn't have any volatility towards the fans of Roseville. Roseville's cheering for their team. They're trying to get their team a victory, and then Yuba City personally going after the fans, rubbing it in.
Wow, Jason. This very well could be his last game ever. And that's his last play, that shot.
I mean, we got to first congratulate Yuba City on a great game. Great comeback. Nice shot at the end.
The emotion's setting in now. Out of Russell, wow. A buzzer beater. And he was right there defensively. All the effort poured in by these Roseville seniors. And it ends like that.
Then they would go to the free throw line to shoot free throws.
We're sitting here in utter disbelief
Put someone on the line for the win.
of what just happened.
Yeah.
They got the last shot.
Unbelievable finish here tonight. And we're still going to monitor the situation with the crowd. They're keeping them in the stands right now. Yuba City celebrates a buzzer beater victory.
You see the faculty standing between the tire cage and the players.
An unbelievable finish tonight. And at the end, all I could do is just look at Russell and just
There's nothing he could do on that play.
give him a faint smile and just say, hey, you gotta love the effort. But at the end of the day, they say defense wins championships. But great offense triumphs all. And that's what we saw right there. I believe it was Floyd. Was it Floyd? It was McAllister with the shot. A fadeaway mid-range bank shot to knock Roseville out of the playoffs. Probably, no, I don't want to call it the best, but I will. It was the best high school game I've ever seen broadcasted, even though I am, working here with you at Roseville High School. Obviously, I didn't like the result, but man, that game had everything that you wanted to see in a playoff game, Sam. To the last minute,
except for a Roseville
shot.
W.
And that's it. Fans here in just disbelief after that shot. Unbelievable. Do you have anything else to add on that? Just the fall away off glass. I did say Yuba should go for the last shot. I did say that Yuba should go for the last shot and not give Roseville a chance. And they did. And it happened to go down. Wow.
You got to congratulate those the Yuba City players. They deserved it. They came back, and Roseville poured their heart and soul out on the court in that game.
And it's just disappointing. I mean, I'm appreciative of the seniors' effort. We all are, and the coaches are, but Boy, if you're the coaches and you're those players right now, you're just, that's it. That is how this whole thing ended for you.
That's going to be it.
That is how some of these players' careers
Could you
ended.
imagine being in that locker room right now? There's not a dry eye in that locker room.
I mean, even Jason, we don't see him get emotional very much. Openly emotional after that. And like, how could you not be? That was...
When you put in so much effort as a senior, so much effort over the 4 years, not even just this season, but over the whole 4-year span, and you earn a home playoff game, something that they didn't really expect. They come out, they play really well in this game, and then lose it on a heartbreaking shot.
Well, it's almost like we don't want to say goodbye, but we're going to eventually have to. Just the emotions, you still feel it raw in the room here with that shot banking in. But that's how it ends, Sam. Not a sign-off with senior night for the seniors, and not a joyful sign-off after this game, but that is the beauty and disgust of sports for both sides. Yuba City will go on now, and they'll most likely play Burbank. And obviously, we're going to root for Burbank. But, wow, you know, really just to reflect on this program, how much they poured into these seniors specifically. This was the class that was going to go places. And I'm not talking state or anything, but was going to advance far. They were going to get to multiple playoffs, and this was the one chance they got. And they gave it all they had, but you see now how it's not a curse to play with a big lead, but you got to keep that foot on the gas. That third quarter, although the shot won it, the shot, fadeaway, won it for Yuba City. It was that third quarter that brought him back.
Yeah, when they outscored Roseville by 14 points in one quarter, usually Yuba City was probably just thinking, hey, we're going to chip away at this lead, try to win it here in the fourth, but getting all the way back in that third just turned this game on its head. And I think you alluded to it earlier. You were saying that, hey, Yuba just needs to keep it under 20. They ended that second quarter on a pretty good run. I think it was like a 6-0 run. Cut it to 14.
They got a shot
which
at
is
the
totally manageable. And you know what? You called it.
It was 47-47 at the end of that third. Man, look, like you said, at the end, we got to give it up to Yuba City. Great comeback. I mean, one of the best that I've seen in a long time. Being able to weather that storm. I mean, gosh, we got to factor in their best player on the bench for the last 238 in LJ Smith. Shout out to Landon Floyd, who hit big three after big three. Those were dagger three-pointers. And McAllister put it away at the end, just a fadeaway. Had a shot. Jason Russell with a great contest. Yuba City comes in here tonight and earns this win.
Yeah, they
got
earned
it at the end, but they earned it.
They earned it.
It looks like conditions are calm now after the game. There was some scuffling on the court. Obviously, these Roseville fans mad about that ending there, not happy about it, but that is how it goes. Yuba City walks in here tonight to Roseville High School and takes down the Tigers 63-61, and they will advance to play Burbank. As for Roseville, for all their seniors, besides Mancha, who wants to pursue college basketball, and Edwards, who will pursue it. This is their last game. And it ends like that.
And
probably
just like
all
that.
of us coming in here our freshman year probably would have never thought senior year, and it's going to go down to the last shot on the opposing side
in a home playoff game.
But it's all the work. It's the reflection of all the work. We're going to keep this broadcast going until all the players come in. We want to see what that looks like. I think it would be unfair to ask any of them for any post-game interview or anything like that. If we could get that, that'd be great. But I think that'd be unfair to ask of that.
Maybe a junior.
For next year, I don't even want to think about next year right now, though. This right now is still fresh.
No, just get a player reaction.
Yeah, we're going to wait here. We got a shot of that door over there, shot of the locker room door. We want to see all the seniors come out, all of them who've put in so much work. And you don't realize on the broadcast here, you really don't realize how much work is put in every single day except Sunday during the season. During the off season, it's weekends. It's a couple practices a week.
Yeah, it's a full-time job, Josh.
And these players stuck it out and did it. And this is something they'll be able to tell for the rest of their lives. You got to think about, for the rest of their lives, they'll be able to look back and say, man, we had that playoff game and they came and took it back, man. They came and took it back. We're going to stay with you here. And if you're still tuned in, we still have 15 people watching. Thank you. Thank you for staying with us throughout this time. The emotion's still really raw here in the Moeller Gym at Roseville High School. Fans, these faithful fans still waiting for their team to come out, specifically their seniors. You just got to wonder, oh, we just lost one. But 14 still watching. Thank you. And you just got to think, the emotions going through that locker room, all the seniors coming out. Let's reflect on some of Tommy Edwards is a 3-year varsity basketball player. Jason Russell, Brandon Del Rosario.
Sean Granucci, his father, the longtime coach for Roseville.
Been waiting for this moment for a long time.
Imagine the emotion in there. Granucci's got to be crying, knowing that his only son just played his last game in Moeller Gym.
Well, analyzing this game here tonight, we don't have the official box score, but I really think at the end of it, you're going to look back and you're going to see just a little bit more you needed out of Tommy Edwards being the best player on the court. I believe that. And he just came up a little bit short tonight. He could have put in a few more. He had his chances. It's not like he was completely cold. He was trying, but if just a few more of those shots went in, you could always say what if. But Granucci came out firing. It was just that run.
What if they didn't blow that lead in the third?
It was that run.
When the whole team went just on a drought.
We're live from Moeller Gym right now on EOTSN. Josh Carson alongside Sam Toomey on the last basketball broadcast of the year. And we are waiting for your Roseville Tigers to come out after suffering a buzzer-beating loss to Yuba City, 63-61.
Now, Josh, I'm kind of confused right here. If I were the Yuba City players, wouldn't I want to get out of here as soon as possible, get on the bus, and go home? I don't know what they're trying to do, staying out here. Maybe they want to give Roseville a last applause, which would be kind of nice, but I don't know what they're doing right now.
Welker, if you could keep it, we're still live. If you could keep it modest,
Yes.
your reaction over there.
Reaction over the end of the game? Okay, well, the shot sucked. We were all kind of deflated. Thought we were going into some OT.
But then
He didn't call bank.
yeah, but then we were just chilling over there, and they were celebrating, and that's fine. Like, they made a great shot and all that, but we took issue with the team coming up, getting in our faces. Honestly, we probably, including myself, shouldn't have reacted the way we did, charging, but I think
A lot of emotion.
and I think Yuba City's at fault for that because they came right at us. It's not like we came at them or they walked like in the middle of the court. They came directly towards us. Their fans, parents, team, coaches, everyone. So I don't think our actions were appropriate, but at the same time, I don't feel like it would have ended any other way. So
We identified a turning point in the game as that third quarter. Was that the point you identified as well? Yuba City started coming back?
oh yeah, started the third quarter. They came out hot, made shots, hit threes. We came out flat. Couldn't get the crowd into it until the start of the fourth after Brandon hit that buzzer beater. I mean, I'm glad that it was a good game, but I wish we came out on top. So
You got something to say to Jason Russell. I know the guy hit the shot over him at the end. A great contest, couldn't have really done anything else.
oh yeah, no, I mean, all I can say to Jason is that he's grinded and battled for 4 years. Everyone's
Middle school as well, yeah.
yeah, everyone's kind of looked up to him as a hard worker. He has a motor that no one else has on this team. He played so hard tonight, kept his guys in front of him, played solid defense, played great team basketball, which he's done for 4 years for this program. You feel sick for every one of those kids in that locker room right now because they wanted to win. And yeah, so I mean, just for every one of them, I feel bad for them, but they played their hearts out tonight.
You have lost and gone home on a playoff run before, right? With baseball?
We won. We don't have playoffs JV, but we won, and we were kind of like, if you could say, in a race, and we've had that experience of losing a game to Oakmont in the last series, which we won the next one, but I do remember the feeling of after just sitting in the dugout going like, we had another chance, which they don't have sadly, but I was just deflated. I mean, I can't imagine because this is most of the kids' last games, especially the seniors. So yeah, I mean, I haven't had anything compared to what they're probably going through right now.
All right, thank you, Ben.
Yes, no problem.
For being a Tiger Cage faithful Muller Maniac all year long as well.
Hey, I just have one question. Do you guys see Yuba City parents flipping us off? No? Okay. I just want to make sure because I heard that going around. I just wanted to clarify.
They were getting angry.
What were they saying?
I don't know.
It was a heated reaction both ways all game long. Some great crowd back and forth. We'll keep you on right now just until the players come out. You know, emotions riding high. A lot of them, it's their last game. But tell me about what that atmosphere was like over there in that crowd. That was the biggest crowd I've seen since that 2013 playoff game in here.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think I was an 8th grader. I came to one game against Wood Creek. Do you remember the kid's name that dunked against Noah Blackwell? I don't know his name, but
Cole Jacobs.
Cole Jacobs. I remember I was an 8th grader, standing at the top, right by the McCooney sign, and I was just like, this place is like crazy, and it kind of felt like that tonight. And honestly, like in the 4 years I've been here, some of the Wood Creek, Granite Bay games, like our freshman year, were fun, but tonight was something special. And I'm glad that the players, even though they lost, got to have a game like that in their home gym. Especially the seniors, so it was fun.
The attendance notably took a drop when switched to the CVC, but it was great to see the crowd back out here tonight in full force. Thank you again. James, do you have any comment on this game here tonight? Yeah, you've been a cameraman. I know we already did our sign-offs. I got to thank Welker for all the live streams. He helped us on throughout the years as well, because this will be our final sign-off for sure now. But James has been doing camera all since sophomore year, 2 years ago. For 3 years, he's been doing it for us. You don't have a reaction? You want to give your reaction on that game, the final shot? Blank face?
No words.
Pretty much what we felt like after the game.
Okay, so I'll start off, obviously, my team's in the locker room right now. They've grinded for 4 years. Did a great job tonight. But also, shout out to you guys. Kale, you're going to hold it down next year. Josh, Sam, great job calling games. Connor, great job behind the scenes. I know my parents enjoy watching them. You guys always do a great job, so I appreciate you guys giving up your time and putting this on for everyone.
It means a lot. Thank you. We appreciate all the support, and everybody still watches. 12 people still watching this. I mean, there's like nothing going on right now. 12 people are still watching. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. But yes, we will have your team coming out of the tunnel here, or the locker room.
We want Boogie. Bring him back. Out.
A lot of disappointing stuff going on in the Sacramento area.
See ya.
I mean, boy.
Huh?
Yeah. Pack your sandbags. It's coming.
Okay, so let's go ahead and check this out. Whitney's the number 1 seed, and they're going to play either Merced or Rockland. Inderkum is number 5. They'll play Del Oro. They played them tonight. Grant took on River Valley tonight. Rio Linda played Vacaville tonight. Bear took on Patterson. Yuba City beat Roseville by 2 at home. Burbank played either Rodriguez or Central Valley. So now Yuba City will go on to play Burbank, most likely. We still have those graphics of all the other winter sports. While we're waiting, we'll update you on all the other winter sports. Girls soccer tonight on a positive note, although away from the school. They won on the road 5-2. And we're going to put those graphics in for you right now. The boys soccer team won yesterday. I believe 2-1 or 3-1. They won 3-1. They won 3-1 yesterday against Rodriguez. They'll play tomorrow.
Did Brad leave?
Brad's out. Roseville, Rodriguez, and that was a win by Roseville in the boys soccer game yesterday. Going on to the next one. And tonight was the girls soccer first game matchup against River City, so that was an upset. You don't want to be the 7th seed apparently, because the girls soccer team
Who else was the 7th seed?
beat number 7 River City.
Football was also.
You guys were
Roseville
the 7th
football was the 7th seed
For some
too.
reason, Roseville can't win as a 7th seed. Do not, in the future, become a 7th seed.
Don't go
because-
3-1 up,
Yep,
and
do it,
don't be
please.
in the 7th seed.
None of that's good. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, tonight that was the boys basketball matchup. So Roseville will fall to 16-12. Overall, Yuba City 18-10.
We do have to say, though, Roseville made a huge improvement from season and then a season before that, too. 2 years ago, this team looked like they were going nowhere. I think they only had 3 seniors that year, and they were struggling with a lot of injuries, and they just didn't seem like they were going anywhere in that CVC. That was the first year of the CVC. Year after that, same Roseville team had no seniors. We've said it many times. You guys are probably sick of it, but they had no seniors. They were full of just juniors and guys learning on the job. But then this season, they came out and they did what they had to do, made it to the playoffs, which everyone at Roseville was hoping, and you know what? They came out. They got second in league, which was a real shocker, and then they've shocked the world this season.
They really have. I mean, the improvement evident for the girls team with the 40-point win yesterday as compared to even the playoff game last year where they had to eke it out in overtime. Look, improvement was big time there. And with this boys team, going from a 7-win team or something like that, overall, literally, they had more wins in league this year than they had overall 2 years ago. Going from that to last year where they were still on the upward path improving, and then to this year where they got this home playoff game. But that's what happens, man. A 63-61 victory for Yuba City, just, on a shot like that. And at the end, you just got to throw your hands up and say, we did basically
What
all
are
we
you going to
did.
do?
What are you going to do on that play? And that's exactly what Jason did.
Hey, you tip your hat to the guy, and Roseville should not feel bad about this game. Sure, they gave up that big lead, but then they competed the whole game. And you know what? To lose it on I don't want to say lucky shot, but a shot that took outstanding offense to overpower great defense. You just can't do anything about it.
We thank you for everyone here still watching with us. And, Sam, being a part of a team with some of these players, they're not taking a long time getting out. They're not.
No.
They have a lot to be proud of. They have a lot to reflect on.
This is 4 years in the making, ending in one night, pretty much in one shot. So, you know what? I mean, Granucci has been adamant. Coach Granucci has been adamant. Everybody on the coaching staff, they love this group, this class of 2017. I mean, they've been watching them since 7th grade, playing basketball. I mean,
That's right.
There's a lot of relationships that were made on this team, and you know what? Just because the last buzzer rang doesn't mean that they're over.
That's right. You know, basketball is a great sport because it goes on forever. You can play it pretty much all your life as long as you stay in good shape.
We could play.
You can always
play in
go
the park.
horse at the park, right? Like we know what's up with that. But you know, even you and I as broadcasters, we played with some of these guys on basketball teams, on various other sports. Jason Russell played with them ever since 7th grade. It hurt seeing that shot go over him, but I knew at the end he had given it all that he had. And on a shot like that, I mean, what are you going to do?
Can't be any prouder for this group of guys.
What are you going to do? And we are still waiting out here tonight for your Roseville Tigers, who lose tonight but have many memories to share, many broadcasts. We're going to put all the broadcasts back up again, too. We got to remind you of that. Took them all down.
You did?
Made sure that, yeah, we made them private, made sure that nobody could over-scout Roseville.
Oh.
But they will all be back up after this game. And for the winter sports, still going, 3 of them still continuing. It looked like, man, we were going to go 4 for 4 tonight, but 75% of these teams will go on. Boys soccer will play Gregory at home tomorrow night. And following that, we're going to have the girls soccer team. They're going to play Friday night. Opponent to be determined. And girls basketball plays tomorrow night at Elk Grove, and they look to keep it going.
Oh, yeah.
Dominant performance in the last game.
What time is it?
Sitting at 8:51 right now, and we still have all these people watching. It is an honor that you're still here with us. Sam, let's see, what else can we talk about until this team comes out? We're really scratching for ideas right now, but we're going to keep this going, keep it entertaining.
Where'd my phone
We
go?
got to thank for live streams here again. We already did our full sign off after senior night, but we got to thank everybody else again. Kale, you're free to go whenever. We thank you so much for your service to the program this year.
Good luck next year, Kale.
And he's just, yeah, there he goes, in front of the camera. Roseville Tigers on the back. He'll be taking over next year. Connor, you haven't made a comment all year. You want to make a comment right now?
Ooh, let's see
Oh,
it.
he's out.
Come on.
He's out.
The man that keeps the thing running.
He keeps it, the thing. Keeps it all running. Hey, we got to thank, if you watch the evolution of these broadcasts, we went from
Yeah, just looking at it from that 2013
that
clip.
2013 match. Go and play that again right now. We'll show you again, just in case you missed it the 2 previous times. Roseville's last playoff matchup that also came down to free throws at the end. It came down to a close game. It was this playoffs flashback versus El Camino. You had Dylan Bortmus. You had Matt Talks as juniors at that time. Roman Sakayev. You had
One
Daniel
of the
Rios.
best teams Roseville's
That
ever
was
seen.
really, that team was 20-8 overall, but they were 5-5 in league, and that's why they got this play-in game. SFL was a tough league, man. We've been able to see the progression here, and I'm glad that we came here the time that we did. First off, we ain't got to deal with much Common Core. No Common Core math. I'm happy about that.
Hey, no star testing either.
Yeah, I'm happy about all that. But we also got to play a year in the SFL, and we got to see what that competition was like. Del Oro, some
Granite
great
Bay,
times there, yeah.
Folsom, Wood Creek.
That's a tough league, man. That's a tough league.
And with the added of Folsom, or you just said that, didn't you? And Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge is a big, I don't know about basketball, but for other sports, Oak Ridge is a real standout.
Anyway, that was the final of that game.
And aren't
91-83.
they're getting, isn't Whitney moving into the SFL next season? Just adding.
Well, Cosumnes plays a lot of D1, so
Cosumnes is moving to the other D1 league, though.
There's 2 D1 leagues?
I think so.
Yeah, you're going to see some league shifting and everything next year.
It's the league with Jesuit and I don't know.
No, we can look it up.
We got time.
Yup.
Can I see my phone, though? Did it fall? It was right here.
Did my phone fall? Oh, that's...
The Delta League. That's the league that Jesuit's in. So you think Casumas is going to the Delta, Sam? Yeah, we're gonna keep the stream going for everybody still in here. For DeLeo, another shout out. You know, you can't shout out DeLeo enough. Oh, there's Ritter. Oh, Ritter just walked across. We need some live Ritter up here right now, man. We need some live Ritter on the mic.
Oh, you know what I mean.
We need a reflection.
Oh, and players coming out.
And here we go. Here we go with your players right here, coming out of the tunnel.
You can still see the emotion on each player.
It's a rough ending, but it's about the journey when you look back at it at the end, Sam. Really it is. You'll see these, and you see a player like Nate Richardson walking off. You know, he's got still time to go. But tonight, it's really about right now. This moment's really about the seniors and what they're feeling like because, man, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. But they got something to be proud of at the end of the day because they worked so hard every day for these 4 years. They committed these 4 years.
I want to see it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but looks like James Tucker and Sean Granucci sharing a long, emotional hug right there.
And Tommy and his parents, too.
I don't even know if I can imagine what's going through Granucci's head right now.
The support all the way from JV, freshman levels, parents there every game. You got to give a big shout out to the parents as well because, I mean, you don't drive a car every single year of high school, right? So they're at every single game, even when they are starting to drive cars. And it's just, it takes a big toll on everybody, and in the end, you got to love these fans, too, that sticked around. And all of these players that, you know, they gave it their all for 4 years. There were times where it was very frustrating. The wins weren't coming, but they stuck with it and they got to this point. And without that shot, they could be playing another game. But you look back, you're going to reflect on the journey in the end. You're not going to just look at, well, it's just that one shot, right?
No, it's what took to get here. Getting second in league is a real big accomplishment, and it's just sad to see that it comes down and one shot can end a senior's whole career.
And you got to think what's going through the mind right now of Coach Granucci as well, that being his son's last potential basketball game. All the effort poured in, all the work. And I really feel like, Sam, we have a unique perspective from a broadcast point of view. We're not just analysts. We got to take part in it, and I'm glad.
Well, we lived it.
You know, some people said that we should have been in it longer, but I'm glad that we were able to go our way and be able to bring it to you.
Glad we could tell this story.
Yeah, you know. We transitioned from playing to storytelling. Kobe Bryant. I mean, that's what he did. We're not Kobe.
I mean, one of us isn't.
Is that okay? Woo. But anyway, the players meet here tonight. We saw the team come out. We're over 2 hours on this stream. It'd be nice to get Bobby up here.
You can try. I mean, he's mid-conversation.
And I think before we end it, we're gonna try, make an effort to get our teacher up here, because he has allowed us to take this thing
Maybe
off
if you
from where
can't
it
get
was.
him, get Coach Irwin.
Yep.
Coach some of the guys.
Coach Irwin, Bank Swish.
JV level.
Bank Swish Irwin. Oh, those drills were the best. Ritter. We got to thank Ritter. He wants us to shut it off, but we got to thank Ritter for giving us the opportunity to do this. And out of his mouth, the end of an era, not only for the basketball team, but here. But this era will continue. So basketball, they'll continue. They'll be back next year. And we'll have a great team. We'll have a great team looking to bring it all to you. So, for the final time.
And we promise.
Final time.
This time.
We can promise this time. That's it for us on I the Tiger live streams, YouTube channel, ITheTigerNews.com, Varsity boys basketball games in general. Sam Toomey, Josh Carson on the mic, and we'll stay on the mic, even though, new people will be on the mic. Hopefully, it'll live on. You have anything else to add before we finish it?
Just want to thank the fans. Wouldn't be able to do this thing without you guys.
Definitely. We thank everybody for tuning in. I mean, really, it is an honor to have people tune into these broadcasts, and we are very thankful to have the ability to be doing this every single home game. And that's it for Josh Carson, Sam Toomey, Connor McKibben,
James Jones,
Gail
Gibson,
go ahead,
Brad Morin, some nights Dom Taylor. I almost said Turner again. Oh my gosh.
Brian Nuevo was on some of these.
Ooh. Maybe flashback to Aaron Rye.
Oh, Aaron Rye. Ben
back
Welker.
in the Ben Welker,
Yep.
Jason Russell helping out on football, Raja Gossel helping on football.
Yep. And we thank Roseville basketball for giving us the opportunity to continue to do this every single game, being supportive. Nobody, not our media teacher, not the program, no one ever denied us from ever doing any of these. So we thank everyone for their support, everyone watching. And that's it on I the Tiger Sports Network, EOTSN. We're out.